shooting star press in the last match? Because you were in the ring.
Yeah. Well,
so
it was.
I was chilling, but right.
It was just lit.
It's crazy. It happens sometimes.
It happens.
For every 90 odd you hit at that, there would always be one that just gets it wrong. Once or twice. It happens so many times.
It's a combination because the ropes were newly taped this morning, and then they weren't wiped down between the match before and that match, so it was
It's just like these little tiny
things. It happens. Yeah.
So many times there's like infamous stories of like that sort of stuff as well. Like people going on top rope of the South, pretty much. Was it too cold? Sort of caused. Too cold.
A few guys have hurt themselves, that way, but
it's a part of the business as well. Unfortunately, you know what you get yourself into when you do this sort of thing as well.
Yeah, when you go up top, you're always taking a risk straight away.
You went up top a few times in your match.
I went up top in mine, again, it's a risk you take, but I know what I'm doing. I know what Phil's doing.
See you later.
Phil, take care, mate.
All right, take it easy.
So he knew what I was doing, so it was okay. But he's all right. It's the main thing. It happens, but he wasn't hurt. So.
And how did you find? If you critique your match, how did you find it? A good match, or?
Yeah, it was nice. I think it's when things run smooth. When you have an idea of what you want to do and how you want it to go, and that's what happens. Everything you wanted to do got done, and it got done right. So that's what we say a good match, And the fans reacted, so you're doing the right thing. So
there's no real perfect match, and no matter what everybody tells you, there's no real perfect match. It's like any show; it's not perfect. There's always something that goes slightly wrong. It's just whether the people that you're aiming at notice that something's gone wrong. Like obviously everybody saw what happened earlier in the match with myself and Jay and Ross. That shooting star press.
Yeah.
It was a very big one. We couldn't really cover it up. It's like that's the risk that we took when we were doing what we're doing. Again, like I said, we know the risks. We know what can happen. We just slightly off kilter and accept that that's the thing that we do. And there's been plenty of times before I've been hurt. I've had a few compressed
in here.
You had
11 stitches in my lip there. It was against one of the guys who was wrestling tonight. He came in and his knees hit me in the lip, and my bottom teeth actually went through my lip. So I had just a big hole there. So I finished the match. It was like another 4 or 5 minutes. I was in agony, but I finished the match, went back. As soon as I got back, got changed, and I went straight to the hospital and had like 11 stitches in and out. So, but it happens.
Wrist on like 3 separate occasions in matches as well.
How did you find that main event for you?
Main event, it was great. To me, like I was sticking it about like 70 to 80 because obviously there was a little bit. For me, I felt there was like a few timing issues and there was a little bit of like a dip in the momentum and obviously on top of the cherry on top of that was the unfortunate incident with Jay and that one. But everything else sort of like went together okay. The crowd were into it and they stuck with it, even though like a very bad situation happened there and it could have been very costly. They stuck with us for the whole sort of thing. And
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. It just goes to show now that the crowd are being a bit more supportive.
Well, I think when we were watching it, like if something went wrong, we knew that that's part of it. Because I think maybe that's one of the benefits of people knowing that it isn't real, is that when something when a planned spot messes up, they give you a bit of leeway because they know, these things have a margin of error sometimes. So I think sometimes we didn't really mind when we were watching it because we knew it's high risk. Sometimes it doesn't pay off.
So, but it's a very weird. Thank you, Rob. It's a very weird thing in this whole sort of business.
Well,
every single one of us is crazy to some degree, but we all love it. It's a weird thing, and even like the fans love it. It's a very weird reason. It's like, so we had a student his whole entire time, like his sister used to pester, like go, why do you do this? Why do you do it? It's silly, it's fake, all this, blah 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 blah. And she had kids and settled down. And she actually sat and watched it with the kids, and someone was like, I'm enjoying this, and I don't know why.
I think it's an addiction. I mean, one of the guys in the crowd said to me, my little boy's obsessed with it. He's 5. I'm taking him to see WWE in May. And I said, to be honest, I was 4 or 5 years old and I was watching it, and it's one of those things your parents think, he'll grow out of it, and it never did, Until now, still enjoy watching it as much as ever.
I've heard lots of people say a similar thing, that it's an addiction.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is.
I mean, my first memories of the whole of wrestling it's dated all the way back to sort of like 1986, 88 when we had the World of Sport and Big Daddy, Giant Haystacks, Mick McManus and Johnny Saint, all the British sort of like legends that you hear about when you learn, and some now that you see sort of like in WWE with William Regal and Robbie Brookside. I remember being sat as a little kid in front of the TV and just my nan put that on. For some reason I just sat and I watched it. I don't know why. I was just enthralled as a kid, and I got into a couple of arguments with my granddad when he turned over to grandstand because it was on at the same time, and I'd be like, I'm watching that. He's like, shut up, I want to know where the horses are.
It's like the gym. People said to me, oh, what got you into the gym? What got you into the gym? Grew up like, watching Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior and Scott Steiner. It was like, how was I going to be anything else but lifting weights in the gym? Do you know what I mean? So it's one of those things.
But overall, a good night then.
Good night.
It's a good turnout for the business, and it's a good night overall. No one got seriously hurt. Everyone's gone home happy, customer-wise. So it's been a good night for business. And if we get out, we'll be on a good time. As well.
Get out of here. What's the time? 9:30.
Getting all the stuff put away and getting out on a decent time. So
now it's food. Now it's food time.
Yeah, it's food time.
It's food time.
I don't want to keep you too long.
No, we've got drinks now because it's the big man's birthday today. So it's all drinks on.
Yeah, I've already seen a few beers around. So I've already started the celebration.
Yeah, he started celebrating already. Like, I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to have something to eat and go. Yeah. See you later, bye.
Yeah.
Catching up on those 20 hours of sleep I didn't get before this. Yeah, stupid old shit. Right, well, cheers. Thank you for coming down, guys. So much appreciated.